All right, so check it out. Check it out. I'm gonna do something right now that I've been meaning to do for a while. That people who know me have been suggesting and been recommending that I do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna try my best to keep it as consistent as possible. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it a weekly thing. I'm gonna try to reach out to y'all at least 2-3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? Just to let y'all know how I'm feeling, let y'all know what I got on my mind, let y'all know what's up with me or what's up with other people around me without having to, you know what I'm saying, put anybody's names or information out there. Like, I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying, just go with the flow, you feel me? Today, Mindset Monday, that's what I'm gonna call it, you know what I'm saying? Motivation Monday, whatever. I like mindset better because it starts with the mindset, you know what I'm saying? So, for a long time, I've been feeling like the things that I say, the things that I, you know what I'm saying, think about, the ideas that I have, they could help other people, you know what I'm saying, aside from the people who they already help, the people who know me, the people who deal with me on a regular basis. This is for people who don't really know me, you know what I'm saying, don't know what I'm about, don't know what I got going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanna reach out to y'all because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, this is what I do this for, is for me to put out the information, put out the ideology, you know what I'm saying? Just change a person's mindset to the point where they don't feel like they stuck in whatever place they're in right now, because your mind is what frees you, bro. Like, sis, like your mind is what frees you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what breaks you free from anything that you feel like is holding you down or keeping you back from doing what you need to do. So we're going to kick it off like this right here on Mindset Mondays. First of all, I had a conversation with a friend, you know what I'm saying, a woman who was out of work, you know what I'm saying, just like a lot of people during this time, you know what I'm saying, and I was just asking her, like, you know, what are you gonna do? Like, what all do you have going on besides unemployment? You know what I'm saying? And she was like nothing, you know what I'm saying, like unemployment, you know, stimulus check, whatever, you feel me? Like, that's cool, but what happens when that runs out? What if they don't renew that? What if unemployment stops? What if, you know, we already in debt to all these countries anyway? So what if we ain't able to come up with this so-called money that they have, that they're giving us to sustain us, because they know they done took our jobs and stuff away from us? Like, you gotta have something else going on. You gotta be working on something. Don't wait till you have the money to do something to try to figure out what it is you need to be doing. I feel like you should be grinding right now while you broke. Anybody who ain't got it, if you got an idea in your head, like, I want to do this, I want to do that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's cool. If you got it to do it, do it. But if you don't have it to do it, like, I want to do your research, do your homework on that. Look up and see how much that's going to cost. Let me give y'all a quick little summary of a mindset thing. If I got $200, but I need some groceries in the house, you know what I'm saying? Like, or we ain't got to do groceries. We can say groceries. Say I need some groceries in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got $200. I know if I go to the grocery store, I'm gonna spend that whole $200. I ain't gonna have no more money. You feel me? I'm gonna have some groceries, but I ain't gonna have no more money. Let's change our mindset. Let's look at it like, okay, I got $200. I need some groceries. Let me go out and buy something with these $200 that I can flip, something that's gonna bring me some money right back, more than the $200 that I spent. So let's say I take that $200 and turn it into, let's be modest and say $350. I take that $200 and I turn it into $350. Guess what? Now I can go spend $150 on groceries and I still got that $200. Most of us don't think like that. We think like, oh, I need to spend what I got. As soon as I get paid off of my job, I need to go and take this and buy this and buy that. But guess what? Whatever you buy ain't bringing you nothing back in return. So at the end of the day, you working for another person, like, that's slavery to me. I'm not knocking nobody who has a job. Let's get that understood. 9 to 5s, you know, everybody's not meant to be a boss and everybody's not meant to be a worker. But one thing about it is called balance. Like the yin and the yang. If it ain't no workers, there ain't gonna be no bosses. Because who the hell is a boss if they ain't got nobody to hire to work for them? You see what I'm saying? And who is a worker if there ain't no bosses that they can go and work for? So now y'all feel where I'm coming from. Now look, let's check this out. We need to start trying to start our own things. We need to have ownership. You know, and I ain't speaking on like ownership as in buying a house. Let me tell y'all something about buying a house. When you have a mortgage, oh, I just bought a new house. Everybody be like, yeah, congratulations to me. I just bought a house. You know what I'm saying? You're paying a mortgage. You don't own that house. The bank owns that house. Let you stop paying your mortgage, they gonna foreclose and your ass gonna be right back at your mama's house or at your cousin or wherever you just came from. You're gonna go right back to that apartment because you don't own that house. So let's not even play those games and act like, oh, congratulations to anybody who has just bought a new house, by the way. Bought a new house. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations to you for, you know what I'm saying, taking the step to whatever you had to do to build your credit up. You know what I'm saying? To even get approved for that, that's an accomplishment right there. Most people don't even have the credit to be able to get approved to get a mortgage on the property. So congratulations to you. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we got to think bigger and we got to think better than that. Why don't you get that mortgage and you living in this apartment? If you can qualify for a mortgage, why don't you go ahead and get that mortgage and rent that house out to somebody? If your mortgage is $1,000 and you rent it out for $1,500, hey, that's $500 in your pocket every month that you wouldn't have had any other way. You know what I'm saying? Any other time, whatever else you got going on, you still got your job, but you just got an extra $500 coming in. Guess what? You can't have a whole bunch of millions of mortgages, but you can have quite a few amount of mortgages. You know what I'm saying? Go get you 5 mortgages. And if you're doing $500 a month off each one of them, it's $2,500 coming into your pocket that you didn't have before just because you got good enough credit to be able to qualify for a mortgage. Why get a mortgage and go and live in a house and then you paying that money out of your check that's coming in every day? That's not an asset, people. That's a liability. Think about that. Mindset. That's a liability. Going and buying a car off the car lot. You paying a note on it. You don't own that car. I dare you to stop paying your note on that car and see what happened to that car. But it's yours though, right? It's yours. You just bought a new car, right? I dare you to stop paying a note on that car. Watch how quick they gonna come and get that junk. They got a tracker on your shit. I had a partner who, had a car and didn't think they was gonna come and get it. He wasn't paying the bill. Man, hey, we ain't finna play these games, man. We too intelligent for that, man. We know they coming to get that car. Cause it ain't yours. You didn't pay for that. And even still, once you buy this car, you know what I'm saying? You paying interest on it by paying these payments. So you really paying $15,000, $17,000 for a $10,000 car. They're just small numbers. I know we got bigger cars than that, you know what I'm saying, more expensive. But at the end of the day, check this out, bro. That's money that you could have been saving. That's money that you could have been saving. And then as soon as you drive that car off the lot, the value depreciates. So by the time you end up paying that car off in however many years it takes you to pay that car off, guess what? That car ain't nowhere near as much as what you paid for it. First of all, you overpaid. Second of all, it ain't even worth what it was worth when you first got it. And you taking the loss all the way around the board. And what you're doing is you're working for that loss. You're going to work and you're trading your time for money to be able to take a loss on the money that you're trading your time for. Help me make that make sense. Y'all make that make sense for me. I don't know no way to make nothing like that make sense, bro, sis. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Let's do this. Let's take pride in our knowledge. Let's try to equip ourselves with as much knowledge. This is the ammunition right here, man. Everybody got guns and everybody got all types of different things, jewelry and all things, and they just feel like this is just like, no, this is the ammo. This is the ammo. They say the pen is mightier than the sword. Think about that. If you don't know what that means, like, just think about it. The pen is mightier than the sword. This is your ammo right here. Let's fully load ourselves. I'm an AK-47 out here. You know what I'm saying? With the yeah, I'm all that. You feel what I'm saying? Extra clip, right? I got the backpack on. I got the straps like this. You go to watch the movie. They got the, you know what I'm saying? I got the double cross on my junk, so I can just plug it in. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they really scared of. Is for somebody like us to be equipped with the knowledge like that. There's so many different things you could be doing with your time besides scrolling. I had to take myself off of Facebook one time because I caught myself waking up in the morning and sitting on Facebook and scrolling for an hour, 2 hours. I look up, I'm like, damn, I woke up at 8 o'clock, it's 10 o'clock. I'm still right here laying in the bed scrolling on Facebook. I'm bullshitting unless I'm looking at something on Facebook that is teaching me something that is showing me a different way of, a different outlook on something, a different perspective on something like that. And it's helping me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's helping me mentally grow. Because I don't care about who just got to fighting with who and what. Like, I mean, that's cool. It's entertaining. I'm not perfect, so I look at that shit too. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I just seen somebody, man. I just seen the fastest knockout in the world. The girl walked out the ring and hit her with a 7-piece quick. Now that was entertaining to me. I like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you can't waste your time just being entertained. Because entertainment ain't never helped nobody out who's getting entertained. The entertainment only helps out the entertainers because they're the one who getting paid to entertain you. Think about that. Produce something, produce some type of product. Let's quit being consumers and let's start being producers, because the producers provide to the consumers, and the consumers take all of their time and they put it into a job, and then they get paid for that job, and then they take all of that money that they got paid for their time that they put, and they put it into the producer's hands. And the producers are sitting back on a beach somewhere. The producers are the entertainers. They sitting back like just chilling, doing nothing, spending time with their family, being with their kids, you know what I'm saying, doing all the things that they want to do because y'all are paying them to do it. You should be paying yourself. Real talk. Pay yourself first. The entertainment gonna come. You can create your own entertainment. And if you can't create your own entertainment, get a bag, get a real bag, and so then you can afford to be entertained. The kings back in the middle, you know what, jokers and court jesters and shit, like, bro, they got paid to come and entertain the king, because guess what? The king is straight. He ain't got to go to work and worry about the bills getting paid. So he can afford to throw the jokers and the court jesters and he can afford to throw these people money to show him magic tricks and entertain his crowd of peasants, of people who are, you know what I'm saying, looking up to him. And like, he can afford to entertain them, feed them good, have a big old feast and everything, because he's straight. Y'all sitting here trying to make king moves, and y'all ain't even got king money or king time. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Time is way more valuable than anything you have. Along with knowledge, time is way more valuable. If you got time and you got knowledge and you know how to apply your knowledge, because they say knowledge is power. It ain't. Knowledge ain't power. Y'all going to be like, before I say what I'm finna say, y'all finna be like, man, he tripping. Knowledge is power. No, knowledge is not power. The application of knowledge is power, because I can know I can be like King Solomon and know everything in the world there is to know. But if I don't use none of what I know, it's useless. You ever heard the term, if you don't use it, you lose it? For real. Knowledge, the application of knowledge is power. Let's get knowledge and let's start applying it to our everyday lives. Let's go out and start a hustle. Let's start a side hustle with the money that we have from our income, from our regular job. Let's start a side hustle to bring some money in on top of that. That side hustle can end up growing and then creating another side hustle. It can finance another side hustle. That side hustle can you're going to look up and these side hustles ain't even going to be side hustles no more. These side hustles are going to take over your regular income, and now you're making more money than you was at your job. What the hell you going to work for? You don't want to be there any goddamn way. I don't know too many people. I ain't going to say there ain't none, but I don't know too many people that get up and be like, man, yes, I can't wait to go to work. I can't wait to get to work. I get to do what they tell me to do. I get to make them rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this is it, man. This is what's up. I love my job. I don't want to be a boss. Like, I don't want to own my own shit. I want to put money in this man's pocket for the rest of my life. I don't know too many people who do that. Some people love their job, man. Don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, even if you love your job, you should be working for yourself. If you love your job and you real good at it, you should be able to go and start your own company that is what your job is, and then you doing it for yourself. All your ownership, that's you. It don't belong to nobody else, that's yours. Let's do that, let's try that. Start small, you can start small. You can take $100, $200 and put it into something. Look, I'm real big on investing in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I invest in myself a lot. What I mean by that is I'll spend some money to learn something that's going to teach me how to do something to make more money, as opposed to me just always wanting something from the money that I spend right then. That's the mindset that we had. We had the consumer mindset to where we like, oh, I don't want to spend no money unless I'm getting something right now, right back in return. That ain't how it works. I'm trying to spend some money now that's going to benefit me 5, 10 years down the road. I'm trying to spend some money now that's going to help me start something that's going to benefit my kids. And then I'm going to teach it to my kids so they can teach it to their kids. And now we're creating generational wealth. I'll get back with y'all on that on Wednesday, because that's going to be Wealth Building Wednesdays. But today is Mindset Monday, and the mindset change is, the mindset shift is solve a problem. Solve a problem. I guarantee you, if you solve a problem, you can find a solution to that problem, and then you can put a price on that solution and you'll be a millionaire in no time, because you're solving a problem for many people, and many people have problems that they don't know how to solve on their own. They're willing to pay for that. The microwave, that was a problem. It was a problem before the microwave. Somebody solved that problem. The person who made the microwave might not have been credited for inventing it or whatever, but a person who sells microwaves is solving a problem, and they're getting paid off of doing that. If you got a microwave company, say you Toshiba or whoever the hell, I don't know what that one is, whoever the hell makes microwaves, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just solved a problem, bro. Like, they're getting paid off of that. Solve a problem. Telephones, cell phones, that was a problem. Before we had phones, I don't know what most of y'all would do right now without no phone. I'm a little older to the point where I done been where we didn't have phones. We wasn't going to middle school and high school with phones. You know what I'm saying? Like, these kids, my kids is like tripping when they at school and they ain't got no phone. Like, what? I ain't a phone, a cell phone that I can call my own? No, that was a problem that was solved. Steve Jobs solved a problem with Apple. The computers and all that shit, yeah, that was cool. But man, when he made the iPhone, that was the first smartphone, bro. You don't think he solved a problem? And you don't think that he helped a lot of people? I'm on an iPhone right now, years later. I remember when the first iPhone came out, and I know a guy, my brother, he went and bought, he had money to go and pay for it. He spent $600 on the first iPhone that ever came out, the day it came out. Went to the AT&T store and bought that job. I couldn't afford it. But I was like, man, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, it's like people are still buying iPhones. Guess what? The iPhone was a problem that was solved that made Steve Jobs. And anybody who's ever associated with Apple, anybody who's up under him, anybody who benefits from what he created, they still getting paid off of that to this day, residually. They still producing iPhone. Do you know that iPhone 5s and 6 are still selling? You can still buy an iPhone 6 right now. That's crazy, right? Because it was a problem that was solved. Switch your mindset up. Quit thinking you got to trade your time for money, because you only got 24 hours in a day. And guess what? The people who make the most money, the people who live the best lives, the people who spend the most time with their family, take care of their kids and experience different things, travel the world, the people who do that, they don't trade their time for no money. They figured it out a long time ago. I only got 24 hours. If I can only make if I can make $20 an hour, let's say you make $20 an hour at your job, that's good. You know, I guess that's cool. You make $20 an hour. Let's do the math. If I work 10 hours a day, that's $200. $200 a day. This is before taxes. $200 a day, 5 days a week. What's that? 200 times 5, that's $1,000 a week. It's pretty good. Let's say you double your hours. Say you work 20 hours a day, which it's impossible. First of all, it's against the law for you to work more than a certain amount of hours a day. That's why truck drivers have to pull over at a certain point, because they're only allowed to drive a certain amount of hours at one time before they have to take a break. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Money don't sleep. Money don't have no limitation. Money don't have no hours in a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can put your money to work for you. You can make way more than $1,000 a week if you can create something. If you can solve some type of problem that can consistently go over and over and over again to the point where you're making so much money while you're asleep that you ain't even got to get up and go and trade your time for somebody else's money. You ain't got to go give your time to this factory. You ain't got to go give your time to this warehouse. You ain't got to go give your time to this office building, to this call center, to this fast food restaurant. You don't have to do that if you learn how to invest your bread. It don't take nothing but, I want to break down the millionaire math for y'all right quick. Let me see if I can remember it off the top of my head. Simply like, all right, check this out. If you sell a $2,000 product to 5,000 people, I don't know. Let me do the small, because I remember the small ones. So the small ones was like, all right, check this out. If I can get 5,000 people to pay me $17 a month for 12 months, that's $1 million. You need 5,000 people. You need to create something where you can be like, hey, look, all right, I got this right here. You know what I'm saying? It's $17 a month. Give me $16.99 a month. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show you how to do this. And you got to be consistent with your content. I'm going to show y'all how to do this right here for $17 a month. $16.99. You know what I'm saying? Give me that per month. And you can market and get your following up to where you can get 5,000 people to say, I need what he got. That's a problem that he just solved that I didn't know how to do. I can pay him for him to do that for me, or for him to teach me how to do. You ain't got to do it for him. Just teach him how to do it. That frees up more of your time. Teach him how to do something. 5,000 people paying you $17 a month. That's $1 million in a year. You just made $1 million in a year. All right. What is it? What is the other one? 2,000 people. 2,000 people can give you $87 a month for a year. That's $1 million. 1,000 people can give you $183 a month or some crazy number like that. That's simple. It's easier to sell a cheaper product than it is to sell a more expensive one, but $1,000, 183 people, 1,000 people, $183 a month for 12 months, that's $1 million. You just made $1 million in a year, and you wasn't going to work to do that. You didn't sit there and spend 12 hours of your day to go and make this $1 million in a year. Now, of course, accounting taxes and expenses and this and that, you're not going to keep that whole million. You know what I'm saying? But the fact is you made $1 million. I don't know too many people that done made $1 million in a year and can actually say, yeah, I made $1 million. And even if you did make $1 million in a year, you weren't able to spend that whole $1 million in a year because it wasn't yours. You had to pay taxes. You had to do this, and do that. So over time, it's still a nice chunk. Just think about it, man. I'll come back to y'all with the actual millionaire math because I don't have it on the top of my head, but I'll come back to y'all with it and show it to y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I'll explain it to y'all so y'all can understand how easy it is to make $1 million. And then just understand that your time is too valuable to be giving it to somebody else who don't appreciate your time. I hope y'all following me. If y'all still with me, like I'm finna wrap this up, but I hope y'all still with me. Check this out. If you died today, your job don't get passed on to your daughter. Your job don't get passed on to your son. Sis, you working right now. You know what I'm saying? You probably at work right now. If you got time to watch this video, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that because it should help you out. You at work right now. Bruh, you at work right now. You know what I'm saying? If something happened to you, you get hurt. You might can get workman's comp or you might can get unemployment or something. What if you die? People don't even think about, what they're going to do for their kids after they gone. We don't even think about that shit. Everybody dies, bro. Sis. Everybody dies. But our kids are going to outlive us because obviously they younger than us. We had them, and then it's their turn to grow. So when we die, what are we leaving them? I hope you ain't leaving them a mountain full of debt. I hope you leaving them some assets. I hope you're leaving them some businesses. I hope you're leaving them some trust funds. I hope you're leaving them something that can benefit them so where they won't have to have it as hard as you did. Don't spoil them and give them everything. Make them work for it. But when you gone, they get all that. One thing they ain't going to get is your job. Because as soon as you die, they finna find whoever your boss is going to find somebody else to replace you. Your son ain't getting no benefits from that. Social Security, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Funerals cost, bro, it costs money to die. I know people that's dying left and right and doing GoFundMes and charitable fundraisers and all this shit just to bury their loved ones, bro. Like, you gotta have money to die. That's crazy. But it's reality. So, a lot of us ain't even prepared to die. Especially if we got kids and our kids ain't straight yet. I can't pass my kid on the job that I work for somebody else. And one more time, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be done. Man, it's 24 hours in a day. You choose what you do with your 24 hours. Your 24 hours in your day is what you make of it. I got the same amount of hours in the day as you do. I might wake up earlier than you. I might not. But at the end of the day, we both got the same amount of time. So if I make $3,000, $4,000, $10,000 in one day, every day, and you make pennies at your job, you know what I'm saying? The reason why is because you're at the job. You ain't got no time to do anything else or think of anything else to create no type of income. You're not producing nothing. Most people work 10, 12 hours, 8 hours. They come home from work. They got to eat. They got to take a shower. They might have to do whatever with the kids. They tired. They got to go back to sleep because they got to go to work tomorrow. They don't have no time to think about no wealth creation. They don't have no time to think about no ideas that could bring them some money. They don't even have no time to take their money and invest it in something because before you invest, you have to do the research and you have to study and know what you're talking about and know what you're doing before you can even invest. I'm telling y'all, bro, man, if y'all credit is good, go get you a house. Stay at that apartment that you at and go get you a mortgage on a house and rent that house out. Do not move in that house because that's going to be more money coming out of your pocket. Because guaranteed, the mortgage at that house is going to be more expensive than the apartment that you're staying at. Guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? But the mortgage at that house might be cheaper than the rent if you were to rent it out. Okay, that's granted. But guess what? You can mortgage the house and let somebody else rent it out. Make you a quick $200-300 a month. If that's all you can make off of it. If you can make more, cool. You know what I'm saying? But just get multiple houses. If your credit is good enough to get one, you can get 2, 3, 4, 5. Go get multiple mortgages, man, and rent them joints out and thank me later. It's been like 25 minutes, y'all. I'm going to get on up out of here. Mindset Mondays. Peace.